So how do you create a brand that truly represents who you are and the products you sell, as well as building a business that you can scale online? That is what this podcast will help you do. My name is Henry Kaminski Jr., and welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast.
Let me just make this statement loud and clear. Jersey's here, Jersey's here.
What is going on, guys? So today's episode is all about why your business may be plateauing and how we could potentially fix this for you. So there's two, maybe three reasons primarily why your business is plateauing and stalling when it comes to growth, especially online. Let's knock out those three and then we'll break them down one by one. One is you're not articulating the value that your business is delivering. That's number one. Number two, you're fuzzy on who exactly it is that you're serving. Like you really don't know who that person is. And three, you're running a fragmented brand or business. So you have all these different pieces that are scattered all over the table, and they're all sort of working independently instead of working together. So there's no real fluid process, system, funnel, whatever you want to call it, user experience, customer experience that takes a client from figuring out who it is that you are to how you can help them solve a problem. So I want to break those down so you guys could get some better clarity on what needs to be done in order to make this happen and for you to get that growth momentum back into your business so that you can take it to whatever level that you want to take it to. So let's look at articulating the value behind what it is that you do. Well, if you don't know who you're speaking to, how can you clearly define your message? So 1 and 2 sort of go together. So if you don't know who it is that you're serving, then how can you clearly define what it is that you're doing? I'll give you a quick example, right? I like to use Dom Fawcett as an example because he's a great example of how he went from fuzzy to crystal laser focused clear on what it is that he does. Okay. So here he is. He's an executive coach and leadership speaker. He helps people command their presence on stage. So he helps people build their presence on stage and helps them really convert audience to customer from stage. That's what he does. That's what he goes all in on. And if you go to any one of his social media channels, that's all he talks about. That is a very clear and defined articulation of value. Why? Because he knows who he's talking to. The coach, the speaker, the solopreneur that wants to speak from stage and convert audience members to customers. Very clear, draws the line in the sand. That's who I'm for. Boom. Now, the issue that Dom was having was the back end was fragmented. So he was getting leads coming in, but they didn't know where to go. So imagine we all follow onto it. We all jump on a bus and we head to Vegas. Okay. We pull up to the resort and we don't know how to get in the front door. And then once we get into the front door, we have nowhere to go. Where's the check-in? Where's the elevators? How do you get to the casino? Where are the shows taking place? Where's the pool? We have no idea how to navigate through the resort. So we come in the front and we're like, whoa, well, I don't know where the hell to go. Let's get back on the bus and go to hell home. What's the good of this place if we don't know where anything is? That's it. In a very simplistic example. So what Dom did over the past few months after we figured out that that was the issue, he started to build up a real solid back end. So now when you come into his world, he has a very clear direction on where you go first, where you go second, where you go third. And eventually you get into his coaching program, which is either one-on-one or group. And that's how we cleaned up that fragmentation. And we got all of his branding assets working together as a team versus one-man bands. Okay. So that's very, very important for you guys to understand. So who is it that you're truly serving? And are you clearly articulating the value? So what exactly are they struggling with? And how can you create that gap or that bridge to get them from point A to point B? Okay. So having all these elements work together is how you get that growth momentum back into your business. So very, very simple here, but so many of us jump from one shiny object to the next shiny object. And we just keep jumping. Oh, we need this. We need that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, this is a new funnel. Oh, we got to do this. No wonder why your business has slowed to a halt. We're not focused on the customer. We're not focused on aligning everything and putting everything together in a systematic way. Another example I used today on a client call was, it's like your business is a car, and underneath the hood, you got the engine. And when you start the engine, you hear all of this clunking and chattering, and it sounds like the engine's going to fall out from underneath the hood. However, there's nothing really wrong with the engine. There's a lot of loose belts. There's a lot of loose spark plugs. There's a lot of loose nuts and bolts that need some tightening. And once we tighten all that up, now we start the car up and it's like, woof, woof, and everything feels super tight. And it sounds super tight. It sounds like it's ready to go. This is what we need to focus on. So before we start building funnels, before we start redesigning our website, before we start putting out social media content, right? My client said it best. He was getting all of this podcast exposure, but he just didn't know where to funnel everybody. So now we're going to work with him and we're going to get him a very systematic way. So now when to get these podcast listeners into his stratosphere, how we're going to do that is we're going to create a strategy. So when he goes on every single show that he's going to be interviewed on, he's going to know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it to get the right customers into his world. And then once they come into his world, they're going to be ushered in the right direction based on their needs and what it is that they want resolved or solved in their business or in their life, whatever it is. This is the outcomes that we need to be striving for. Hope this is resonating with you guys because I see too many people jumping the gun. See too many people trying to get to growth and acceleration, and it's just not happening because they haven't taken the time to do a thorough discovery on their articulation of value and who it is that they're speaking to. Right? And then taking all those fragmented pieces and putting them together. So does this sound like you? Does it sound like you're running in 15 different directions? I laugh because I remember this was me not too long ago. want to say 4 or 5 years ago, I was doing the same thing. And I was wondering why my business was stuck at like 12 grand a month. Right. So it wasn't too long ago that I was making these nominal, revenues for monthly gains and not seeing much return. Once I got crystal clear, game over. It was game over. So now it's like I refine, I subtract, I get super clear. I know who I'm working with now. I'm working with personal brands that want to scale their business online. They're making money already, but they know that their brand's look and feel isn't really representing them the way that they should be represented. They know that their messaging is off. They know that their brand identity could be improved. They know that there is a more systematic way to create a predictable lead generation online. But they're stuck because they don't know which road to turn down. They don't know who to listen to. Everybody's telling them 17 different things. Well, I want to work with those folks because I am obsessed and super passionate about helping these people get the clarity and focus they need. Because I've been there. I got the t-shirt. I know how frustrating it is. I know how frustrating it is to get people on your calendar that aren't the good fits, aren't qualified for your program, and spend an hour and a half with them on the phone for them to say, let me think about it, and never come back again. Right? A waste of your time. I know what this feels like because I've been through it. But I've changed all of that. I've corrected that. I've been able to do this for myself. I've been able to do this for dozens of my clients. Because at the end of the day, guys, we only got one life. We only got 24 hours in a day. How are we using it? My son was the greatest gift I was ever given in my life because I realized, holy shit, if I was running my business the way I was running it 5-6 years ago, guess how much time I would have for him to spend with him? Zero. You know when I would have time with him? When I'm sleeping in his bed or he's sleeping in mine. What kind of father is that? It's not one. So I've been blessed to be able to straighten all this out before little man came into my life. So now, when he wakes up from his nap in about 15 minutes, I stop shop and I am 100% present with him. And I have a life that I now control. And the business isn't controlling me anymore. I'm picking my clients. How awesome would that be for you? If you were able to hand select your clients and you started to attract higher quality clients into your pipeline, the ones that pay on time, the ones that you're amped up to work with. Every time you see them show up on your calendar for a strategy call, you're so pumped. They're getting crazy results from your work. What would that do for your life? How would that change it? These are the things that you got to think about. Because I see all these posts out there. Oh, you have all the time in the world. No, you don't. No, you don't. I can get hit by a bus. You can get hit by a bus tomorrow. Then what? So I don't believe in that. I believe in patience, but I don't believe in sitting around waiting. I don't believe that things are in your business are going to correct themselves. I don't believe in that. If you're not happy with your business and the way you're showing up online, then do something about it. If you want high quality clients, then you need to be high quality. Period. If you're sick and tired of low budget clients, look in the mirror. How are you showing up? Perception is everything. What, Henry? I can't control the way people think about me. I have no control over that. You're right, you don't. But you know what you do have control over? How you show up. How you show up. So if you want to be perceived as somebody who kind of puts in half-assed effort, who has a mediocre product, then keep doing what you're doing. If you're not happy with the quality of leads that are coming in, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're ready to make a major move, then let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a one-on-one conversation and let's see where you're stuck, why you're stuck, and how we can get you unstuck. Because like a lot of you guys know, I don't work with a lot of clients. 15 clients, 16 clients at most per year. So you really have to qualify to work with me. And I'm not saying that pretentiously. I'm not saying that because I think I'm the best. I'm not saying that as a tactic. Here's why I'm really saying it. Because there's twofold. One is I only want to work with people that want to work with me, number one. But number two, I want to work with quality people. I've been doing this way too long to work with half-assed people, to work with people that aren't really going to put in the work, that are doing this for the money. Just something real quick. Or, oh, it's the latest trend, so I got to do it. No. I'm looking for humble action takers that want to make the world a better place. Period. So if that sounds like you, let's have a conversation. I know I can help you. It's not if I can help you. I know I can help you. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're coachable, if you have a product or service that's making money, but you want to ramp it up, if you want to get clear on who it is that you're serving, if you want to stop plateauing in your business, I know I can help you. I want to help you. I'm dedicated to helping you. But you got to meet me halfway. I can't run your business. I can't. I could facilitate. I could show you and point you in the right direction. Hell, you could even leverage my team and we'll build everything out for you. But you have to put in the work, right? When Russell Brunson was coaching me, he pointed me in the right direction, but he wasn't dragging me. He said, Henry, this is the way you go. I had to dig in and put in the work. Had I not done that, I would not be talking to you today. I would not. I would not have this 2 Comma Club award hanging on my wall, and this business would not exist. So it begins with strategy. It begins with focus. It begins with clarity. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to serve? What do you want to stand for? How do you want to be remembered? That's what it's about. So if you want to help putting this all together, because that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest reason why clients come to me, is because they say, Henry, I'm just bombarded. There's 17 different things that I got to do today, and I don't even know where to start. Branding is this big pile of mess, and I got to figure out by myself how to piece it all together. No, not anymore. I've been able to systemize this. It's a 60 to 90 day process. There's a lot of strategy involved up front because it's a lot of done with you up front. Me and you are going to be working together pretty closely on these work sessions. We do about 4 or 5 of them. They're about an hour, hour and a half long. We cover and create that solid foundation that you need before I even touch a funnel design, a website design, a logo design, brand identity. So we build that solid foundation and then we get to the next part, which is building it all out and executing. But it takes effort. It takes commitment. If you don't have it, no problem. There's cheaper ways of doing it. There's always a cheaper way to do it. But if you want the guidance, if you want the hand-holding, if you want to leverage out your weaknesses and delegate to a team that could do it all for you, once we get through the strategy, then let's have a conversation. I think we could certainly help you. I'm confident in it. So I will drop the link to that. So it's simply this. It's uniquedesigns.net /branding breakthrough. That's the link to book the one-on-one with me. And that will determine if you're a good fit for the Brand Accelerator program. But before you leave that call, you will have a very clear focus on where you need to go and how you need to get there. Robert Molinette says, best money I ever spent. He's not lying. So appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Want you guys, I truly care about your success. I really want to see you guys win. You know, I've been blessed and I want to share that. It makes no sense for me to take all this with me and not share it with you before I die. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Let me know if there's anything I could do to help you. If you have any more questions about the Brand Accelerator program, drop me an email, a DM, a PM. You guys know how to find me on Facebook, Instagram, or email. And I'll be happy to get anything cleared up for you so that you know you're making the right decision. So I got your back. That's my word. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one real soon. Take care. Hey everyone, this is Henry Kaminski Jr. again, and really quick, I want to invite you to a one-on-one consult with me right now if you're looking for the clarity and focus you need to build your brand. Over the past 13 years, I've served hundreds of entrepreneurs that have great products but struggled tremendously with articulating its value to their ideal customers. You didn't get into business to just change a few lives, did you? Your ideal clients need you. And when your brand has precision-crafted messaging coupled with beautifully thoughtful design that sounds, looks, and feels like you, they'll know you're the perfect match for them. If this is something you're struggling with, what I want you to do right now is pause this audio and go visit www.uniquedesigns with a Z at the end, not an S, .net, and book your one-on-one consult call with me. Remember, the quality of your brand will determine the quality of your clients, and the quality of your clients will determine the quality of your life.